Hello and welcome back to Naval Action Basics. Today I'm bringing you a quick tutorial on port battles. This is the endgame RVR content that was designed by the developers in which player-controlled clans are able to take control of ports around the map. Some may say that this feature is currently broken in the game, and I'll get to that argument at the end of the video, but first I'll explain the basics of what makes a port battle a port battle. You can use the timestamps in the description below to jump around in the video. So as I said, this is a feature that allows clans to take control of ports. Once you control the port, you're able to set it to be a free port or national only. You can change the tax rate, and you can invest in different features of the port such as crafting, resources, or defense. If you go on the map and click the Conquest Competition tab, you can see how many ports each nation controls, as well as how many they have recently lost and gained. As you can see right now, Russia is currently in the lead, followed by Great Britain. To capture a port, first you need to raise hostility on it through hostility missions. You get a different percentage of hostility based on what type of ship you sink. So sinking a snow will get you less XP than sinking a victory in one of these missions. Once you raise the hostility percentage to 100%, a port battle will be scheduled for that time the following day. There are a few things to note about hostility missions. Each player that joins will need to fight and sink a ship of the same rank, and up to 10 players from the attacking side can join. So 10 players and first rates would need to sink 10 AI first rates. Next is the fun part. Up to 10 enemy players can join on the AI side. So once the hostility order starts, it's a race against the clock to sink those enemy AI ships and get your points before the enemy players notice that you're in the hostility order outside of their port and join to stop it. If you're in a hostility order and you sink, your death will count negatively towards the total percentage that is generated. Each port has a port battle BR or battle rating limit. This directly affects how quickly hostility can be generated on the port, as well as how many ships you can fit inside the port battle. Ports that have a smaller BR limit will take fewer hostility points to generate a port battle than larger BR ports. So for example, you could take some first rates and set a port battle for a shallow water port that has a limit of 1,500 faster than you could set a port battle for 20,000 BR port using the same ships. And once you have a port battle scheduled, you'll be able to fit a greater number of large ships inside of a 20,000 BR limit port than a 10,000 BR limit. Each ship you sail has a different battle rating depending upon its size, so you can fit over 20 first rates in a port battle that has a BR limit of 20,000. Okay, you've calculated how many ships of what class can join your port battle, then you need to get there safely. If you're defending the port, it's pretty easy because you just need to hide inside the port, and once the battle starts, you can enter the open world, click the X, and join from the docks. It's a little more complicated with attacking fleets. When the battle starts, there will be an X outside of the port. Clicking on the X will reveal 2 circles on the water, and if you don't click the X, or you can't click it, try clicking on the town itself. The attacking fleet will need to be on the outside of the second circle in order to join the battle. Sometimes the trouble for the attacking fleet is simply getting to the port and the X itself. They often need to sail from some distance away, and the defenders will usually employ what is called a screening fleet to stop the attackers. The job of the screening fleet is to target the attacking force en route to the port, pull them into battle, and keep them in battle long enough that they won't be able to join the port battle. This is why the attacking force may also choose to bring their own screeners, which would be used as a shield against the defending ones. Assuming both fleets make it into the main port battle, there will be a timer countdown before anyone can move, and a further countdown before the circles can be captured. Each port has 3 capturable circles that generate points. Once your team gets to 1,000, the battle is won for your side. If neither team gets to 1,000, whichever team has the highest points wins the battle. Additionally, sinking ships will count as points towards the enemy team, so your objective should be to stay alive. Whichever team has the most number of players in the capture circles will control that circle. If the defending fleet wins, the port will get a cooldown period for about 48 hours where it cannot be attacked again. If the attacking fleet wins, In 24 hours, the port will change nation and be held in the name of the attacking clan. In the meantime, players from the attacking, winning nation can enter the port as it becomes what is called a contested port. Now this brings us to the point where we discuss the problems associated with the current RVR system. Some people claim that the port battle BR limits are currently too high for the player population of the game, with only a few nations being able to fill those 20,000 BR port battles with first rates. As the game sits right now, Russia has a large majority of the player base, and as such they have the ability to fill a port battle at any time of the day with a complete fleet of first rates, and have the largest area of control. All the other nations seem to be struggling with this, with the exception of a few, and mostly hide behind their port battle timers and a few elite RVR players. Port battle timers can be set by the clan that owns a port, and it limits the time the port can be attacked to a 4-hour time period chosen by that clan, which is more manageable, especially for the smaller nations. There have been rumblings on the Naval Action forums on this topic for some time, with the developers saying every so often that they will be changing the port battle BR limits in the next patch. Many patches have come and gone, but this change has yet to occur. However, recently a post by a fellow Dutch player sparked a response from the admin on the forums, saying that the change is underway and will occur by the end of November 2019, as well as the release of the new DLC ship, the Leopard. The admin has also stated a new item will be made available through the loot system that will allow players attacking a port to bypass the screening forces and teleport directly into the port battle. This is certainly an interesting concept, but I think we'll all need to see it tested. Personally, I love port battles. I enjoy sailing the larger line ships, and this is one of the most feasible ways to make them useful or worth the investment. I do think the current system needs a change, and I think lowering the BR limit may be the way to go. I also wonder if maybe there should be a maximum number of ports that one nation could control, as that would prevent any one nation from taking over the map, and would require clans to work together and strategize which ports they want to take for their nation. I think something is broken, though I'm not sure what the correct fix is at this time. But what are your thoughts on the current port battle system? Do you see holes? Do you think something could be changed? Or maybe you think everything is fine? Post your thoughts in the comments below, and maybe we can gain some traction on this topic. That's all I have for you today. I hope the newer players watching this were able to get a base understanding of what a port battle is, and I hope you have the chance to go out there and try out this fun aspect of the game. As always, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.